Hello and welcome to this video. This video is about redefining UniFi. So we already have the mission set, which is powering stablecoin payments at scale. And we have done something since June when we launched the product first time. And we have done some research, and we also did talk to many people in the business of stablecoin payments. So here we are with all the updates as well as some of the new launch uh, of a brand new product as well as many other things. So stay tuned till the end. So back in June, we launched the first version of UniFi, and it was loaded with features like gasless payment, ultra low fees, and faster finality than L2s, like optimistic L2s, which generally have finality of like 3 to 7 days. And lastly, Flick, which is a much easier way to make quick payment. So it stands for Quick Link for Finance. For now, we refer finance as payments in UniFi. Later on, we might just extend to many other form of finance. Okay, great. So we had launched the Telegram bot as a product for UniFi so that users could just access UniFi and use UniFi in order to make seamless payments. And we have also been successful to lower the fees by up to 84% on EVM chains, which is, I think, a huge boon in the stablecoin payment sector. But then there were some limitations. Like, for instance, people needed to have a Telegram account, which maybe many people are not using Telegram, but that's fine. And we could also not use the true potential of UniFi if we are just limiting to chat-based conversation, because we are then limited by Telegram's developments, because we really wanted to like incorporate ephemeral UI, as I mentioned in one of the videos few months back. Uh, and UniFi is going to head into that direction of ephemeral UI later on. So yes, I mean, Telegram is something which is good for MVP, which is good for like alpha version, but maybe not so much good for like, building your own product. And what's best to like, use a product right on the browser itself. So we decided that for UniFi, and we have a brand new product in form of a web app. I'm happy to share that. So here it goes. This is how the dashboard looks like of the UniFi web app. It contains like the deposit, scan and pay, direct payment, request pay, wallet, pay history, and many other like quick action buttons, which is dedicated for seamless stablecoin payments. So we are at the dashboard page, and from the dashboard page, we can actually go to like different pages. To begin with, okay, so first of all, this is the sidebar, okay, where you get to see under the wallet section, deposit, balance, and then under the payment section, we have send as well as receive, okay, and then pay history, and then this is something related to like people who wants to use API uh, in order to access the UniFi's infra, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. So let's go to the deposit page. We also could like click on that button in the dashboard. So this is the deposit page where this is the chains which currently it's live on, like Ethereum, Polygon, and these are the tokens like USDT, USDC, and DAI. Going forward, we will support rest of the other stable coins as well. And this is a particular address which you can copy as well as you can also like scan and pay. We have made a separate node for like testnet. So what we're doing differently is like we are also offering free tokens, free USDC, USDT, DAI to people in order to try seamless payments, like how seamless it can be. Okay, which I'm going to show a demo right away. And we also have got like wallet section, which is like here, I need to enter the OTP, as in basically two-factor authentication OTP from my authenticator app. So let me do that. Okay. I'm going to just copy it and I'll just paste it over here and submit. And there you go with this wallet card, which you can see that on Ethereum, we are seeing like, the total balance is 0. Okay. Uh, this is on Sepolia. Okay. So first of all, I'm like a new user on this UniFi. So therefore you may not find balance on the mainnets because as a new user, I just want to try first. So that is why this 0. You have to deposit in order to get some. Okay. All right. So, and this is like the Polygon. So you can basically switch chains and then you can see the respective balances of these stable coins. You can also like quickly jump onto the page of that where you can where you want to pay like USDT on Polygon. So you can just immediately jump onto that page. I'm going to show it in a bit. And then this is a deposit. So if I, let's say, want to quickly deposit to that to my address, wallet address, and therefore I can just make payment after that. So that is also very much possible. I do not need to hop onto like deposit page. No need to do that. Similarly, for USDC, you can see like, we have the same wallet address. So you can just, click on the buttons and you can just quickly get the address. You can also show it to the people who you can ask the person to just deposit or send to your wallet address. So this is like, all about like wallet by chain, and then wallet by asset also works in a similar principle, except for the fact that you get to choose coins this time, like which coin you want to see the balance of USDT, USDC, DAI, whichever. So, and you can see the balance for the respective like chains. Okay. So this is the more or less like, UI, which you can see like, for different chains and coins. All right. Okay, great. So this was about the wallet page. Let me just try to like, sort of go to the, let's say, testnet. Okay. And then see if I can make a quick payment. Okay. So I've got some balance. Okay. If I don't have, I can quickly ask for like, request some tokens. Okay. And therefore it can, it would just deposit some tokens. Okay. So it seems like my internet is a little issue here. That's why it shows as processing. Anyway, so I'm just going to make a quick payment over here. Okay. And so I just need to enter the address. So what I'll do is like I've got a like address of a friend Bob. I'll just copy it over here and then paste it. And then I can just write any amount which is acceptable. So by the way, it also takes care of the decimals. So you can see like for USDT, maximum 6 decimals is what is allowed. So I can just do like 10.1234, whatever. Okay. And then I can just to submit. Okay. And then you can say you get to see a quick preview of like which token on which network and what is the current balance and what is the amount you're going to transfer. Okay. So UniFi has like this 2 ways of making payment. One is like exclusive of fees and one is inclusive of fees. Okay. So right now, whatever the payment we are making, it is going to be received as is by the recipient. Okay. So you're sending 10.124. It is gonna receive like the recipient, let's say whoever Bob. So Bob is gonna receive the exact same amount. Okay. All right. So let me just make the quick like enter of the OTP, and from there I can just yeah. So my OTP is verified and it is like going to make some payment. That's it. So payment is done. I can refresh it. Okay, I can refresh it and you can see like, still it is ongoing. I can click on it as well. And if you don't, if you want to like make another payment, you can just directly jump onto this. Okay. You can see like, so it is still in progress. Okay. I want to refresh, still in progress. No problem. I can see in the meantime, what is my history? Okay. Payment history. So you can see like, the payment history, it is still like payment in progress. No problem. Like I can, in the meantime, explore rest of the things. So this is the API. Okay. So let me give you a quick kind of like a introduction about API. So you get to create API key, and then you can just copy it and then use it, okay, in your code, which I will cover in some other videos. We have some like, so by default you get to sorry, by default you get like free plan with some credits, and it has got an expiry of like around a month, and it gets renewed after that every month automatically. And here is then API plans. Okay, so previously, I don't know if you might have like subscribed to a different plan, but we have like incorporated subscribing to our payment in like by making a stablecoin payment. Okay, just I'm going to show it in a bit. So for instance, like this is the payment gateway. Okay, you need to pay $29. So my currently balance is like 0. In order to deposit to my wallet, I have to like deposit to this wallet address. I can copy it, or I can just scan from some other app where I have the balance. Okay. And so yeah, I mean, I can select any other like stable coin, and then I can make the payment. So payment is only acceptable on the mainnet, and that is precisely the reason, like, there is no testnet supported here for a reason. All right, I think that's it. So I can now go to the payment history and see if the payment is done. So payment is done. So this is the, details of the payment completion. So UniFi gives you a receipt ID, okay, which means like whenever you're making a payment, you will get a receipt ID, and using that you can track the payment, okay. Not just that, I mean, you also can like, anyone, let's say if I open this and let's say if I can just share it, maybe through link. I can just notes, yeah, maybe like notes. So I've got like saved. I can do this as a reminder, maybe. Yeah, so you can see like there's a link. Okay, I can so just simply I'm gonna show you something. So this is the incognito. Okay, I have opened an incognito on my Brave browser. You can use Chrome or any Chromium based. Okay, so what I wanted to show you is that, this particular receipt link, payment receipt link, you can share it with anybody. Okay, so if you have like made payment to someone, and the guy wants to see if the payment is done or not, they can also view the like update of the payment if made or not. And then the guy is not a UniFi user. Okay, so he can quickly go to the transaction details by clicking on the link uh, on the blockchain, and then and then he can actually see the status of like, what is the current status. Okay, so yeah, I mean, 10.12 USDT has been transferred to the Bob, so Bob can see what is the payment, because he's not a UniFi user. He maybe is using some other wallet. Okay. All right, so that was all about the live demo. I hope you liked it. And the next what I'm going to share is again a brand new feature, API as a service for businesses. While we were running early access to API feature for past few months, and we did receive constructive feedbacks, and based on that we improved the API. So using our API, you trust me, like, you don't have to deal with anything. You have to like you basically just need to use API key and then plug in right away. Our API key provides auth module, payment module, wallet, uh, and many other features. Okay, you do not need to work on basically anything, and then you can just simply connect your platform with UniFi through an API. Okay. Just a small note, like we don't run any rollup chains. We basically run our services on top of the existing EVM blockchains, L1, L2s both, and currently live on Ethereum and Polygon. And as time goes, we'll support the other blockchains as well. All right, so that was about the API part. And the last future section where I'm going to cover a few points. So non-custodial wallet support is going to be a very interesting in terms of product, because users right now, just like they are able to make seamless payments through UniFi's wallet, they should also be able to make seamless payment through non-custodial wallets like MetaMask, etc. Also, we're going to give option to import your private key locally on the client side, so that there is no exposure to, like, cloud or internet. In the offline situation also, you can import your private key and then make the payment. So yeah, that's about the non-custodial part. And the next is the payroll. Payroll is going to be a very interesting feature for companies who are making payments every month. They're going to save tons. And the last is like supporting other kinds of payments. So we already described what are the different kinds of payments, possible kinds of payments, globally. So we have covered one right now. We're going to cover the rest other three, like swap pay, cross-chain pay, cross-swap pay. Basically, to be able to make payments across network, okay, from one network to another. Also, if you have USDT, let's say, and the other person wants USDC, you should be able to make payment or transaction, whatever you say, so that the other person do not have to swap. Okay. So that is something which is swap pay, I'm calling it as. So yeah, I mean, that's the goal for the future. I think we'll release the features one by one. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.